Hello everybody, and another episode of Science. Now, our topic for today is creationist misconceptions, lies, and straight up logical fallacies. And they use a lot of logical fallacies, like this logical fallacy, which is their own little theory that the flood made the fossils look as they do today in different layers. No. The flood had nothing to do with that. Heck, nobody's really sure if that flood even really happened, because guess what happened to fish? They would die. A lot of fish would die in the flood. It's ridiculous to assert this. Because, well, no, it's not ridiculous to assert the flood never happened. Fish would die, trees would be knocked down instantly. There's no way for plants to reform. Also, if there was an ark, and if we discovered it, I'm sure it would have been an ark for that particular area. And even if we did find no in it, it would have been a localized flood, like an inland flooding. Not a whole world flooding. Because of the simple fact that saltwater fish and freshwater fish would both die. Because of the salt water and the fresh water mixing together. All those chemicals and bad bacteria mixing together would go kill them. It's literally impossible for it to be a worldwide flood. Not only that, trees would die. Everything would die because of overflow of water, especially salt water. Trees don't take salt water. They take fresh water. In rainwater. They do not. They never have in the history of this planet took or even tried to make energy out of salt water. Now I know there's Morocco trees, but those are a different story. They live in a completely different habitat. I'm talking about pine trees, oak trees, and really a lot of trees that are on the 7 continents we know today. I am so sick of this stupid little theory they have that I have disproved it so many times. It is unbearable. And those who say, "Oh, well, God just made it look that way," that makes it even worse. I cannot allow somebody to make a jerk out of an all-knowing, all-loving God. Another thing they like to claim is there's a DNA barrier that prevents one species from transitioning into a whole new species. This can't just be any species. It's got to be a whole new species. Now, there is no DNA barrier. There never was. It's a myth. It was created by people who don't like the truth. How long has this video been going on? Okay, we still have time. It's honestly the most ridiculous claim as well. Another misconception is they think that there's no transitional forms in the fossil record. There is! In fact, there's plenty of... we have some for fish, for amphibians, for mammals, for reptiles, for insects. We have some for plants. Plants! This is just ridiculous to assume there is no transitionary fossils. And you know what I think this lie comes from? It's basically, this lie is basically saying, oh, if I don't believe in it hard enough, it won't exist, which is not true. Just because you don't want to believe in it doesn't mean it's not true. If you don't like gravity and say, oh, gravity never existed, you're not right. In fact, you're completely wrong. Don't do that. It's ridiculous to assume that. No one assumes that. This is science. We are not talking about a whole new belief started by Darwin. No. We are talking about a scientific theory. And it's annoying. We're talking about a scientific theory. You know what science means? Knowledge. And with plenty of knowledge of evolution. Heck, we can even see transitionary forms today. To be technical, we're not even done evolving. Every single life form can be considered, every single life form that we see today can be considered a transitionary form. We see mud skippers, fish who can stay out of water. We see flying fish, which don't really fly, but they glide. We see flying squirrels. So, point? I'll say that till the end. For now, let's talk about the one that infuriates me the most. The one that infuriates me about how unknowledged young Earth creationists actually are. And this is true for all young Earth creationists. They believe that there is a difference between micro and macro evolution. There is no difference. There's no difference at all. They do the exact same thing. They're both adaptational, and they both work to improve the species. Before somebody says, oh, mutation makes genes lost. No, they don't. Surprisingly enough, genes that we have that came from our ancestors, which are related to the ancestors of chimpanzees, those haven't been lost. In fact, one of those genes fused, and the other one got turned off. So, we'll claim they're disproven. So they try. And I'm not gonna save all the excuses that they use by using the Bible for a later time. Thank you for watching. Gosh dang it.